Is there a better way to use the star betting strategy? Well, let's find out. I introduce Star 2.0. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to show you how to use the upgraded version of the star betting strategy. Let's call it Star 2.0. For those of you who are new and haven't seen the original star strategy, I will leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and check that video out. Okay, let's get started. Here are the differences between Star 2.0 and the original version. Number one, you will need 48 units to play the Star 2.0. The original star strategy only required 40 units. So the Star 2.0 requires an extra 8 units. Now, an extra 8 units may be considered low or high depending on your unit size. So say, for example, you use $25 units. An extra 8 units would cost you $200 more. And you might be wondering, why on earth would I risk an extra 8 units to play the Star 2.0? I can just play the original version for 40 units instead. Well, there is a trade-off for using the extra 8 units, and that trade-off is for the Star 2.0, you have to hit back-to-back only once, no matter which level you are on. Let me explain. Let's go back to the original star betting strategy. The goal is to win back-to-back times on both stages 1 and 2, correct? So you will be in profit for most of these levels except for 3 of them. And those 3 are the second attempts of the $15, $25, and $40 level. And what I mean by that is, say you lose the first $15 bet. If you were to win on the second $15 bet and parlay your bet, making it $30, and you happen to win the $30 bet as well, you will still be slightly negative. Let me show you. Say we hit a -7 on stage 1 and are forced to go to stage 2. We continue betting, but it's just not going our way. We have now reached the $15 betting level. So watch this. If you win on the first attempt, everything is great. You parlay your bet, and as you can see, you are at a +8. The problem comes when you win on your second attempt. Let me show you. So you lose the first $15 attempt. You are now on your second attempt of the $15. Let's say you win. We now parlay our bet to $30 and say we win that as well. Take a look. We are still slightly in the negative, -7. The same goes for the $25 level and the $40 level. Watch. Say we lose at the $15 level. Now again, everything is good if you win on your first attempt. Check it out. If you win on the $25 level, first attempt, parlay your bet, you're good. You're at +8. The problem arises when you win on your second attempt. So say we lose the first attempt, we win on our second attempt, parlay our bet, also win. As you can see, we are still in the negative at -17. And the same applies for the $40 level. Let me go ahead and show that to you quickly. So we lose the second bet at 25. If we win on the first attempt, great. We are at +3. But if we win on our second attempt at the $40 level and parlay our bet and say we win, as you can see, we are still at -37. This is the original star betting strategy. So I have made some tweaks and adjustments to the Star 2.0 to avoid this problem. For the Star 2.0, you can win back-to-back on any level once, and you will be in profit. That is the trade-off for adding an extra 8 units. Check it out. At any of these levels, if you were to win back-to-back times only once, you will be in profit. The only difference is you no longer have 2 attempts starting from the $15 level. So from the $15 level all the way down to the $60 level, you only have one opportunity to win back-to-back times. And if you do this, you will be in profit. So for the Star 2.0, stage 1 is the exact same. Take your unit size and divide it by 5. You will do this with your unit size. So if you use $25 units, divide it by 5, it will give you $5, and that is where you will start on stage 1. Your goal is to stay on stage 1 for as long as possible, try to profit, and leave the shoe with your 3 to 5 units. You will continue betting 1 unit on stage 1, and after a win, go ahead and parlay your bet. Keep track of your profits and losses, because once you get to a -7 on stage 1, it is now time to head over to stage 2. On stage 2, you will start out with your original unit size. And this is how you come up with the numbers for your stage 2 bets. Take your unit size, and as we continue going down with our progression, we will add 1 unit. Okay, so keep adding 1 unit until you get to the last 3 bets. The third last bet, add 2 units. Second last bet, also add 2 units. And your last bet on stage 2, add 3 units. These will be your numbers depending on your unit size. Okay, let's go back to the first bet on stage 2. If we win back-to-back times on our first attempt on stage 2, we will be at +8. If we win back-to-back on our second attempt, we will be at +3. If we happen to lose both times at the $5 level, we will be at -17 in total. This is also counting the -7 from stage 1. We go down the progression. If we win back-to-back on our first attempt at the $10 level, we will be at +13. If we win back-to-back on our second attempt at the $10 level, we will be at +3. And again, if we lose both of these, we will be at -37 in total. And if you take a look, I have done the profits and losses for the rest of the betting levels. And as long as you win back-to-back on any of these, you will be in profit, as you can see by the green numbers. So you have the same number of attempts, 17, to try to win back-to-back times only once. If you go through your 17 attempts and miss, this is your stop loss, which would equal to -48 units, the amount of units you needed to play the Star 2.0. Make sense? So there you have it, Star 2.0. I added some tweaks for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you prefer the original Star strategy or Star 2.0?